In today's video, we're continuing our coverage on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, talking about Deadpool 3, one of, if not the most anticipated movie of the year. There's so many rumors, news, leaks going around the Marvel Universe fandom, but your boy Warstu is going to tell you what is real and what is not real. There is a trailer coming soon, but the details coming out at the moment, they're a little bit fabricated, but they're also kind of true, but not really confirmed. So, yo, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you're new around, make subscribe to never miss any of the Kaiju, Monsterverse, Marvel, DC, pop culture-based content that I try to do on a daily basis. If you want to support the channel, become a member for less than 99p. It really helps the channel out. You don't really get any perks, but it helps me out. Also, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Will be cool to hit 30,000 followers on Instagram. Check us out on x.com or twitter.com. WarstuG. Someone stole my freaking handle, and yeah, I know people go, yo, no one wants to know if someone stole your handle. Well, I'm gonna keep saying it. So let's break it down. So everyone keeps talking about Super Bowl trailer, the Deadpool 3 Super Bowl trailer. Yeah, I fully believe there is a Super Bowl trailer, but my issue with everyone saying it's 100%, 1000% confirmed is I've spoken to the most reliable person when it comes to trailer information, and he's like, yeah, there's gonna be one, but not even the most reliable person can confirm it. There's been no affirmation or confirmation. And then we get this information coming out from Beyond the Reporter, who has such a small following on Twitter, less than 2,000 followers. Yeah, I know the follower count doesn't really relate to how reliable and how much credibility you have, but a spade is a spade. So what they've done, and a lot of people have gone with this story without even talking to them, and yeah, I believe it's true, but there's no confirmation or affirmation. What they're literally doing is they're just guessing based off what normally happens. Deadpool 3 will have a big game spot during the Super Bowl, and a full-length trailer will drop sometime shortly online afterwards. Frickin' hell, lad. You're basically just guessing, but yeah, I believe that information is true, but saying it's confirmed is kind of a lie because no one's confirmed it. Even Cryptic HD, the most reliable source when it comes to trailers and runtimes, he is the king. He hasn't even confirmed this Super Bowl trailer 100%. Show me the tweet where he says, or anyone else confirms it, because it makes me laugh when everyone runs with these stories, and it's like, you look at, I mean, the Twitter account doesn't really, I mean, it does matter how big the Twitter account is, but there's so many little accounts with like 10 followers breaking all these news and stuff, when realistically you're all pulling your information from 4chan and Reddit. So there is some information going around 4chan and Reddit, a plot leak for Deadpool 3, and it's not bombastic, it's not over the top, and I believe this could be the real movie. Now, before you say 4chan and Reddit, it's not reliable, well, I hate to tell you this, I've been covering plot leaks for 5 years, and guess what? 4chan and Reddit is more reliable than your favorite Twitter scooper who sells you scoops on Patreon or on Instagram. 4chan Reddit has been more reliable than any scooper over the last 5 years. Ant-Man 3 was literally online, the whole script word for word. The Marvels was online. Thor Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever. Do I need to keep going? Even Doctor Strange 2, when they did the reshoots, the original script was there. Then they did the reshoots, then the new information came there. So when I read something on 4chan and Reddit, I give it more credibility and more validity than whatever these Twitter scoopers say, because, careful for spoilers, most of them don't have their own sources. Most of them pull information from Reddit. So, and also, it makes sense, because it's Cameo Central. Cameo Central. Okay, so how are all these actors getting on set without anybody seeing them? Yeah, but they're gonna do it in America. They're gonna do it behind the scenes. They're gonna do it behind closed doors. Okay, cool, maybe, but it's not gonna be a cameo fest. So, and also, GeekyCast, you should check him out on Instagram and on Twitter and everywhere. He kind of checks people when it comes to information and scoops and all this kind of stuff. And he said from day one, this movie's not going to be a cameo fest. So, I believe this information is somewhat true. So let's break it down. Deadpool and Wolverine fight in an ancient coliseum against villains such as Mystique, Apocalypse, Silver Samurai, Weapon XL, Lady, Deathstrike, Juggernaut, and Galactus the Cloud version. So, what is happening in this movie? The Fox universe is going to collide with the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a multiverse sense. Cool story, bro. So if there is going to be a cameo fest, I expect it to be the Fox X-Men characters and the Fox Fantastic Four, and not Tom Cruise, Iron Man, so on. Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider. No, none of that stuff's going to happen. Maybe it will, but we don't know. I mean, sure, it's 6 months till the movie comes out. They could add so much stuff, but apparently what they've already done is amazing. The X-Men will appear as followed. Cyclops, Storm, Jean, and Beast, all wearing outfits inspired by the 90s animated series. The 2005 Fantastic Four will appear, but only briefly to help Deadpool and Wolverine out in the final act. Like I keep saying, it's a Fox. This is literally a 20th Century Fox movie in the sense that the cameos, if there are going to be a cameo, would be the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Cassandra Nova wants Deadpool to wipe out all the mutants across the multiverse, and the same fight will happen with baby Professor X from the comics happens in the film. This is not bombastic. It's not over the top to the point where I could believe this. I'm not saying it's 100% true. I'm just giving you validity and credibility when I say that 9 out of 10 times plot leaks for every Marvel, and actually to be fair, a lot of DC movies, turn out to be true. So we know there's going to be multiple instances of Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool variances that show up in the final act are Lady Deadpool, Kidpool, Pandapool, Zedpool, Deadpool 2099, Wolverine Pool, Headpool, Dinosaur Deadpool, God, there's so many, Weapon X Deadpool, Ronin Pool, Death Mask, and others. So we know this because we've seen Dogpool on set. We've seen Ryan Reynolds looking very different with the really long hair. Now, I'm not going to show any footage from the footage that got out because I shouldn't really say this, but you've got to pay a license or else you're going to get copyright claims. So I'm not going to pay a license just to use footage. You know how I roll. So am I saying this is 100% true? No. But there's more validity to this than to whatever the Twitter scoopers have been saying. And like I keep saying, 4chan and Reddit are generally more right than they are wrong. In my experience covering every Marvel movie, even like the Venom 2 stuff was true. Even the No Way Home stuff was true. So much stuff was freaking true to the point where I believe it. And Geeky Cast came out and said this: the accurate suits Fantastic Four and villains I did hear, but not all, don't know about Galactus. So even he thinks it's somewhat true. As soon as he keeps a watchful eye on who says what, and he hears a lot of stuff, it is lining up with a lot of stuff that people have been saying. So do I believe it's all true? No, some things that come out are complete nonsense. Like there was also another one that came out yesterday. Deadpool and Wolverine are prisoners in the TVA. That does make sense because the TVA have to have something to do with this movie. Tom Hiddleston is in the movie. Now, I've heard that Loki's in the movie, but he isn't, but he is. I mean, it would make sense if he's in it. And it went on to say this. I mean, I don't really think this one's true, but I love going over leaks, even if they're real or not. In the climax of the film, a field battle takes place where the X-Men, Fantastic Four, some Avengers, and more characters engage in a battle. Still, that could be true. I don't really believe the Avengers part. Heroes need to stop Deadpool from continuing to rewrite their movie stories. Deadpool provokes Hulk, Mark Ruffalo to fight Wolverine. This is comedy at this point. Hugh Jackman, the fight is on a field, and it is short. There are over 200 Marvel characters as little cameos, like Ready Player One. I mean, this ain't going to be true, but it could be true. Anything is fair game. They have filmed so much behind closed doors to the point where everyone seems to think they know what's going on, because we've had some said leaks in terms of footage, but I'm not going to use it because you've got to pay for licenses, blah, blah, blah. So, also in the news, something that I find hilarious. Matthew Vaughn says Deadpool 3 will save the MCU. It's not actually possible. I get it, he wants to support the director, etc. The few snippets that I know about of this movie, I'm sure that the argue between Ryan and Hugh is happening as we speak. Are unbelievable. They're going to be the jolt, and the Marvel Universe is about to have a jolt, and it's going to bring them back to life. I think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are about to save the whole Marvel Universe. See, the only problem with this is, I do believe this movie could. This movie's either going to do Doctor Strange 2 numbers, which was just under $1 billion, which would still be good in the current economic environment when it comes to movies. Sure, Mario did over $1 billion, Barbie did over $1 billion, Oppenheimer did just, I think did 850. So movies are still making money. So this movie either bangs $1 billion and goes crazy, or it does Doctor Strange 2 numbers. But the problem with this statement here is, it's nonsense, because we have nothing after this movie. We have Falcon, Captain America 4, no one cares about, to the point where they are rewriting and reshooting for 5 months for 3 here, lads. They are reshooting that whole movie. There is no project coming up after that anyone cares about. Ironheart, etc. Cousins of Chaos, Disney. No one cares about the Disney Plus shows. So Deadpool 3 could kick off something, sure, but unless you're getting like Doctor Strange 3, Avengers 5, it's gonna literally kick the universe back to a start point, and then it's gonna be like, oh wait, we've got no movie for over a year. And if you just look at the numbers for Echo was okay. No one's gonna care for Marvel. So Deadpool 3 could do more damage than it does good. And I know a lot of people are going to say, yo, you're wrong, you're a Marvel. I'm not a Marvel hater. Really not. I don't cover content unless I want to, unless I like the stuff. Hence why I cover Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse stuff, other pop culture stuff. I only cover stuff I want to talk about. I don't cover stuff I dislike. I really want Marvel to get back to the heyday, but I really think Deadpool 3 is too late. I think this should have came out after No Way Home. It's been so long. So I don't believe Matthew's statement's true. I think Deadpool 3 will bang. It will bang for sure. But the problem is, what's next? Captain America 4, it's not a multiversal movie. Spider-Man 4, that's apparently all leaked even though they're not even close to shooting. Don't even get me started on that fake leak that's going around. I mean, maybe I'll cover it at some point, but really, it's that much information. Kingpin's going to be the grounded level Thanos. Yet he got bodied by literally at this point, I think Ned would body him. So it is what it is. I mean, I want Marvel to get back to their heyday and, you know, get back to making good movies. The problem is now they're so obsessed with everything connected. I don't believe Deadpool 3 will save... But you'll get all these MCU fanboys going, oh, Marvel is back. Marvel is back. Yeah, but there's no movie for over a year after this movie comes out. So let me know what you think, guys. There will be a Super Bowl trailer. All I'm saying is it's not confirmed yet. It will be confirmed pretty much in a week's time. But at the moment, it's still hyperbole. It's still rumor mill stuff. And I do believe the first plot that we went over is true. I'll put it in the description down below if I remember. The second one is like, yeah, there's going to be 200 Marvel characters, like Ready Player One. Maybe. I mean, that could be cool. But either way, I like to cover stuff. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful place where the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, Warstu J. I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.